Well, welcome to the Beyond Cinema studio up here at Tiff, Mr. Ben, Cotton Kett Turton, Terry Miles. The boys all together, your first interview as a little collective, a little team here. The Canadian spirit shining through, I guess. Terry, we met you up here a couple of years ago for A Night for Dying Tigers as well. Cinemanovels. What's in the title?
Well, the title's a reference to the films within the film. There are 9, 10, or 11. I can't remember how many made it in the cut. I think it's, let's say 10. 10 little films within the film. Little 45-second to a minute and a half little moments that sort of I had a lot of freedom with those films within the films, and was able to go really crazy for that amount of time, and you know, leave you wondering what would happen after that moment and what would happen before that moment. And I kind of you know, I named it after the sort of films within it.
And just a good chance to play with black and white and juxtaposition of that.
Yeah, oh yeah, the freedom to treat each little vignette differently was great. It was in the script.
You guys worked together before, or were on the same project before, in particular. Is the Rock a chance? Did you guys actually connect around that Walking Tall
with the Rock?
Time?
We didn't really.
Did you know each other back then?
No. Were you in that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you were playing football.
No.
No. Okay.
No.
I was a drug dealer.
No connection made at that time.
We did it, and
we knew each other at that time, but I didn't even know that.
There was another film as well. There was one called
Simple Curve.
A Simple Curve.
That we
That's
did
right.
together years
So
ago.
we've gotten to work together a few times.
And what was it like first time you met Terry? What was the first meeting you took with him? Did you guys audition for him, or did you sit down and have a coffee? What was that like?
We had dinner.
Yeah.
Didn't we? What did we went to?
Oh yeah.
It was like a sushi place.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was really good.
We had dinner.
What are you looking for?
Oh, we
in
went
that
to
meeting?
yeah.
What are you looking for in that meeting? What do you show them? Do you bring?
I think it's just easier than an audition. It's a lot more natural, and you can really just see what's going to be like hanging out for 33 days or however long we hung out, and of course, you know, if he's going to be the character. I prefer to do that, to have a meeting rather than reading the script. I don't know, it just feels right. I mean, it was already pretty much in our minds, you know, that it was going to be Kat, but Lauren knew Kat. I didn't know Kat.
And with Ben, sushi again.
Well, we had just finished 2 other projects, I think.
Yeah, we were ready.
The first time we met was in an audition room for another movie.
Yeah.
So then it was just here's the next one.
I had wanted to work with Ben for a while. I was sort of aware of his work, and you know, I couldn't believe that it took us that long to work together. But now, you know, I just can't imagine making movies without these guys.
There's
Say it into the mic.
there's always like a kind of a team that you assemble. I kind of found that with Night for Dying Tigers. Obviously, you're working together with some of those guys again. You just said, like with Ben, you're working with him again.
Yeah.
After a couple of other projects, is it really for you? Is that whole kind of repertory, kind of family of actors? Is that an important facet to your work?
Yeah, that's really important. It's important to enjoy every day that you go. I mean, this is our life. You know, we don't have a lot. We have a finite amount of time, and if the days can be enjoyable and inspirational, I think that working with the same people, it gives you a shorthand. But it's more than that. There's a connectivity and a kind of, like, it feels like a family that you see every, hopefully, year, but sometimes every 2. And it's the same with the crew. On every one, you pick up a couple. Some don't fit in with the sort of, you know, the tone. Yeah. But you get one every movie. You get 1 actor or 2 actors and 1 crew, and then so the next film there's like 6 instead of 5 in the crew, and then there's, you know, it's.
What is it like for Canadians coming to TIFF? I mean, it's such a big festival for people outside the country. Does it feel as exciting for you, even though you're kind of, you know, on home turf?
Yeah, no, it's really exciting. Yeah, running around, seeing all the people in films. Yeah, it's totally thrilling.
Yeah, I'm thrilled by it. Yeah, it's fun to be here too, because it seems like everybody during this week is in film. You just at a stoplight stop. So, what's your story? Oh, well, I've got a movie doing this and I'm doing that, or I'm with such and such. It's amazing. It's fun.
Yeah. And Vancouver for you guys, I mean, How's that been? I mean, Ben, you've been in just about every TV show that's on air over the last 15 years. Is a lot of that because these projects have come up and used Vancouver and Toronto as settings?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I mean, they come up and you audition and you do them.
Because a lot of people, obviously, they feel like they need to make the move to LA to make their careers happen. Has it been fortuitous for you guys being Canadian?
I've managed to be able to stay in Vancouver. So I don't think I've never gone to LA to shoot anything.
Yeah.
I've managed to do everything in Vancouver or here.
No, it's pretty amazing. Terry, for you as a local to Vancouver as well, you were saying it's getting a little difficult making the kind of going between LA and Vancouver. Why? What's going into that decision-making process for you?
Yeah, it's just getting tougher to keep making movies with my own money. The coffers are getting a little bare. And Vancouver is a beautiful city, and it's scenic, and there's rivers, and if you want a mountain bike, it's the greatest place. But for me, I'm not an actor, so there's not nearly the opportunity for writing and directing and sort of making, and even in television, compared to somewhere like LA or Toronto or New York. So it's tough to stay there. I love it there, but it's.
There's obviously this story is somewhat about the process of self-discovery and discovery in others, finding out about people that are like close to you in terms of family members, but obviously far away to begin with, and kind of just that process of discovery. Did you personally have any kind of elements with your parents that they had a creative side that was hidden from you at all?
No, it's not autobiographical at all in that way. But it just seemed like such an interesting thing to have a towering figure that you never knew be your father or your mother or whatever. In this case, it was her father. I just thought, what would that look like? That would be. It's one thing to have a father leave you at 3, I imagine, and you never see them or you see them, rarely. But to have everyone else in the world, sort of that loves movies or that watches movies know about him and have an opinion on his work and all the time, being sort of having that cloaked over you. I mean, I don't know. That was what the exploration was about.
What about for you guys? You're in the public eye a little bit, and you have these experiences where you get to act out creatively. Mm-hmm. How does that for you, like in terms of either, compared to the rest of the members of your family, are they also creative? Do they, like after you kind of have some successes, do they like reveal that they were on that path or always wanted to try that sort of thing and reveal themselves a little bit more to you once they feel comfortable with you doing it?
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, I mean, like my dad is like he's like a secret painter. You know what I mean? He never shows anyone the pictures or anything. But and definitely my mom is she writes and stuff like that. But I mean, I've been fortunate enough to do it for a living, which is awesome.
Yeah. Dan?
My family's pretty creative. My sister paints. My dad makes peanut butter art.
He makes peanut butter and art.
I wish I had a picture of some of his peanut butter art.
Is it intentional or does he just
Oh no, it's very deliberate. It's quite a process. It's awesome. And my mom too, she's very creative. Everybody's quite creative, yeah.
Very cool.
It's fun.
Well, thanks for coming by and spending a few minutes with us. Congrats on the movie, man.
Thanks, Elliot.
Yeah.
Thank you.